Yo, what's good, YouTube? Welcome to another installment of the KingDow music video breakdowns. I just want to say thank you if you've been following the journey so far in the beginning. I appreciate you. We're only going to get better. The stories are going to get crazier, you know, so much beautiful things. Keep leaving comments down below of what you like, any suggestions, all that good stuff. Follow me on all streaming platforms, KingDow. Anyways, we're about to get into the fourth episode where we're going to talk about my music video, Stay Real.
Stay real, stay here, stay real.
This is the fourth music video that I also did for the My Time album. An album that I dropped in 2018. So Stay Real is another song that my boy Jonathan Bumpus produced. Shout out to him. And then I also had my saxophone friend Max Bennett on there who threw in the lines. Jonathan is also a trombonist as well. We all played jazz band together in college. That's how we all met, and we kept in touch ever since. And so when Jonathan decided to produce for me, you know, we always threw in the jazz elements into our music. So Stay Real is a perfect example of us doing that. They both came together for the horn lines. Jonathan created the rest of the beat. They sent it to me, and we got to work, put down my vocals for it. For this music video, we decided to shoot it at the Muckletail Beach. The Muckletail Beach is in my same area, near my place. I'd say like 20 minutes going north. And so I got my boy, shout out to Mateo Diamante Soul. This is what he went by back in the day, and now it's Mateo Freestyle. He was the other artist who was on this song. I got him to be a part of it. I sent him in. I'm like, bro, you got to get a verse on this stuff. And yeah, he killed it. And so he was in town around this time, because also more backstory, around this time we were getting ready to do a show. I think, yeah, it was my first hip-hop show too. It's kind of crazy. My first music video was my first album and my first hip-hop show. And so like, this is a time when he was in town. So we shot, this must have been the August of 2018, because he stayed for 10 days. And so Zach and I and Mateo and my brother, because my brother also went with us. It was very sunny. It was very beautiful. Muckletail Beach has like a, you know, your typical beach of like dead white trees, but we also had like this we had this other like extra property or like abandoned area. It was like a really wide platform. I don't know if it was like an airplane base, who knows what was there, but like it was like another open space that we shot that was near the beach. The beach also had like these like kind of broken down like buildings and stuff, so they had like trees around their thorns and stuff, and we climbed on different platforms. You know, like I would be rapping up on off a tall like wall, and then Mateo would be as well, and then we rap in front of the beach, to the side of the beach. In the beginning intro, we took Zach's speaker, and we basically just with the intro like pans out of the speaker, and you can hear the electronic sound of the intro of the beat of To Stay Real happening. So the idea was that like the music was coming out of the speaker. And also the theme of Stay Real is essentially just being yourself, being who you are. That's the message that we wanted to come across, while keeping up that happy upbeat style, because it's one of the most happy upbeat style songs on the album. Because usually a lot of my music, like it's either very like in your face, like energy wise, and darker. I like more the darker side, but in this case I wanted to like come with like a happy element for Stay Real, which we have the happy, the jazz lines that are very like, you know, like they're high up there, dun, 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 you know, just kind of like fanfare type of stuff. And so and then Mateo's singing on his verse, like it's different from mine, where I'm more like free, like watch me stunt when I'm on the hunt, don't talk to me if you a cunt, I'm still rowdy since a little runt, stuff like that, you know. And then like Mateo's like singing on his side, he's doing the hook essentially. Yeah, we just had different like there's like a lot of funny behind the stories, like behind the scenes stuff that like this music video was a part of, because we also put it in a documentary, behind the scene clips, you know, just like us talking and thinking about like the future, about what we see ourselves doing for like future videos between Mateo and I. You know, it was kind of funny because Zach had the idea of this music video needs to have a story in terms of like what's the story. So he was saying like, yo, we should have like shots of you guys like walking together, like on some like brotherly shit. Oh yeah, he made it sound like the bond between homies, and me and Mateo just like looked at each other like, what the hell is he talking about? This ain't Naruto and Sasuke, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, but it did work out what he was talking about. Like, you know, like we didn't add like that whole walking together type thing, but like we did add like, you know, us dapping each other up, us like, you know, like acknowledging each other, that type of thing, because there is a story, you know, honestly, because that was the first song that I had a feature on a music video. I think it was, yeah, it was the first song that I had a feature on. And Mateo is the first artist I've ever worked with in terms of having a feature, because he and I go way back to high school. I met him when I was a freshman and he was a sophomore. I think he only stayed at school for like a year or two, and then he moved to California because that's where he's from originally. But we always kept in touch. He's one of my closest homies till this day. Just like my boy KrazyMak, who's behind the camera. Shout out to him. Mateo taught me how to freestyle as well. And I would always show him dance moves all the time, even though he could never get them down to this day, but we stay trying. But yeah, he showed me how to freestyle, and even after he moved, I just kept up with it, you know. So by the time like I met Jonathan in college and I was still freestyling and he was showing me beats, I think that was the catalyst. He's like, yo, we need to like actually work on some music, you know. And so I gotta say shout out to you, Mateo. If it wasn't for you, you know, instilling that love for creativity through freestyling, I wouldn't be where I am today. So gotta pay homage. But yeah, so that's that backstory. We did another music video that we'll talk about in another episode that he's also a part of. He was the artist that was in the beginning of my journey and a lot of the music I did back then, and then obviously I'm on his project as well. If you guys want to see any videos on that project, because I'm also in some music videos of his album Vivid Thoughts, let me know, comments below, we'll talk about it. Stay real, you know, like we wrapped it up, you know. Again, my brother helped behind the scenes, you know, like holding the speaker in certain places, and it was a very sunny, hot day. I'm wearing like all red, I'm wearing red vest on some Michael Jackson Thriller shit. Mateo, he has like two different, I think he was wearing like a white, I think, yeah, like a white and then like blotched like colorful like hoodie. He always had like a really dope style, and then like he switched between that and then another hoodie, which is funny too, because like it made me think about, yo, I should have like dual like outfits. I think it was the first person I saw doing that before, you know. We run into my boy, shout out Sari Savvy, you know, because we got music videos together too. Way down later in the episode, we performed that for the first time while he was here for 10 days, and we got Max Bennett on saxophone. Jonathan unfortunately wasn't there because he was still doing college in New York, but essentially all the elements and all the energy was there. So Stay Real, it was definitely like a favorite for a lot of people off that album, and I'm glad that we executed it. Zach was always on point till day one, but he was even more on point then too in the beginning stages with like the color grading. He showed me like the scenes like before he color graded to after, and it's like a movie, you know what I'm saying? Like we were making movies even back then, and we didn't even know it. I was very grateful for that creative process to Stay Real, and yeah, it was just like more to come after that. I just kept going, and we'll talk about that as well in a later episode. So thank you again. This has been the Stay Real music video breakdown. I really appreciate you guys for being here. I see you guys in the chat, and that's another thing too. Shout out to you guys who have been like, you know, coming up in the live streams, because we're doing a different format. You know, like I'm pre-recording these, and then you guys get to watch in the premiere with me. So shout out to you guys, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm there with you like every step of the way, because I could easily just post these and just like go about my way, but I want to like be there with you guys, and we can share the experience together, because I really truly believe in that. So this is me acknowledging you the way you acknowledge me. I'm very grateful. Shout out to you guys. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, feel free to drop them in the chat as you're watching this, or drop them and leave the comment if you want me to see it, and we can talk about it. And yeah, just thank you for supporting me. Let me know what else you want to see. We're going to keep it going from here. Make sure to follow me, KingDow, the link down below. Make sure to follow Zach Purnell, his link down below. Make sure to follow KrazyMak, his link is down below. So I love you guys. This is KingDow. This has been the 4th music video breakdown. Stay real. More to come. I love you. Peace.